I just hope that this will be able to give you just a little bit more insight into things that particular artists have to go through when it comes to filming music videos, and as well, if you are the person behind the camera, operating the camera, setting up the lights, trying to figure out your exposures, etc. Hopefully this video will be able to help you out in a documentary style format, just so that you guys can be able to see how I was able to light these particular scenes within this music video.
Okay, we going take two, 270 millimeters, 4200 white balance, 5000 ISO. He's still holding that card.
For this scene, we have two import vehicles that we're able to use as props. So using color lights for this particular setup was a little difficult because we were limited in terms of how many colors we could use. Looking at these two cars, you see one is purple, one is kind of orange, kind of like a burnt orange. So as we can see in the more purple vehicle, we've got that burnt orange colored light inside the vehicle. I'll post up all the lights that I've used for this particular setup. And in the other vehicle, we have in the burnt orange vehicle, which is a Civic, I pretty much just used the color that's on the other vehicle, that plum / purple. So they were kind of complementing each other in that sense. Lighting music video shoots can take up to 20-30 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on the complexity that you're trying to do, depending on the overall artistic look that you're trying to accomplish. So if you're looking at maybe getting into a little bit of music video shooting and directing, and or you're an artist that's looking at getting a music video done for yourself for one of your tracks, this is going to be a good video for you, because I'm literally just going to be documenting what I'm doing and what the artists are doing when it comes to prep, when it comes to just overall building the set, building the lighting setup for this particular scene.
Yeah, you chilling. Who's cut off? Jerry? Yeah, but he doesn't look natural, huh? I think you could go over to the, because you look uncomfortable right now.
I've learned to appreciate to take as much time as I need in order to build up the lighting for like this scene in particular, because you're really going to see that time that you invested in the end product. Lighting scenes like this can be a little tricky, especially when you have street lights that are in the background that are within the frame of the shot that are specific temperature. You have your lights that are specific temperature. Hopefully you have lights that you are able to adjust the Kelvin on the lights that you're using, which can prove to make things a whole lot easier for you to get the coloring right within your framing as you're building the lighting for your particular setup.
Did jump up a couple figures, but like nobody could fuck with us. I'm a flight risk. I play among the stars in the Hollywood Hill. The space station couldn't even get in touch with me. Praise faith that I stuck with it. Wave. No, I really can't complain. Everything is straight. I've been on a wave. Where everything I say turn into the real thing.
These particular lights that I'm using for this setup are a whole bunch of Viltrox lights that I purchased off of Amazon, I believe. I'll go ahead and post those in the description below. These lights are great. They work off Sony MPF batteries for hours. As a matter of fact, it's the exact same lights that you see us using for this particular setup right here. With these Viltrox lights, you're able to match all the lights that are in the particular scene, so you don't have different colors, you don't have different temperatures colliding with each other in the end product when you're sitting behind the computer in the editing process. And most importantly, it's going to help you out when color correcting skin tones, because all the lights in the scene are the same temperature. I always like to have the talent hold a gray card just so that I can get the color dialed in as close as possible while I'm on set. I shoot in Blackmagic Raw. I'm able to adjust temperatures in post. I'm able to adjust tint and all that stuff in post. But just to ensure that you have the easiest time in post-processing, it's always a good idea. I've always found it to be a good idea to get the temperatures and tint as close as possible while you're on set. So as you see here, I have the talent holding the gray card as close to his face as possible. This allows me to get the most accurate temperature reading when inputting into the camera. I'm shooting on a Canon vintage lens. This is a 270mm lens. Dope lens, nice compression in the background. I'm not going to get into the specifics or technical stats of this lens, but it's a great lens. Getting all these lights into the specific spot that I need them to be in, it's a lot of trial and error. So as you see here, I have people actually on set that are helping me out. I may be moving some lights around, they may be looking at the screen, or I may be actually behind the screen while they're moving lights around, which is actually preferred. I like to be kind of behind the screen so I can see exactly what's happening behind the camera. Overall, it went pretty great. You were able to kind of see just a little bit. This is literally just one of the scenes that we had set up for that night. But as you can see, each scene can take up to 15, sometimes 20 minutes to just set up the lights, just to make sure that we're actually accomplishing what we want to accomplish. The other talent that you see within this frame is the Wave. He's actually the supporting or the featuring artist for this particular track. I'm looking at getting just a little bit of compression on that featured artist that you see off to the right. So to accomplish that, I didn't necessarily want to shoot at a super low f-stop. So we went ahead and went with f2.8, and I think we were able to achieve the amount of compression that I was looking for on this featured artist that you see off to the right in the rear of the frame. This other light that you see in the back, that kind of orange light, is going to be used as a backlight. And we went ahead and placed that light in the back of the scene just to assist us in pulling those subjects out in the frame.
Sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same.
I appreciate the opportunity, man. Every time that we are able to get together with people from different cultures, people from different backgrounds, people with different experiences in life, I still find it fascinating that we're able to get together on a project, to find some common ground, and to be able to come out with an end product that looks dope.
When they churn it out, they gon' talk behind your back until you turn around. 360, I'm on preheat, I be baking all the good. Chef Curry hit my shimmy, throw it up at half court. Tryna beat me, bet you can't, you would do it if you could. ISO to the indies, now you got it understood. Yeah, sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now.
A bird can't fly if the wings aren't long enough. Tell me lies, I believe the truth enough. Read my rights, but the cage ain't large enough. Freedom cries, but the tears don't fall enough. She just wanna fuck when the fun's up, but she wanna leave when the fun's up. I never let a nigga get a one up. I hustle till the sun's up. Word to my niggas that be showing.